So we go from hair to watching your kids and just people in general around water. And if, God forbid, the unthinkable happened, a drowning, would you know what to do? Do you know CPR? Well, we're going to give you a refresher this morning, and we've got the owner. Jamie Phillips is here. She's the owner of American Emergency Response Training, known as AERT.
That's correct.
And you've brought some well, dummies, if you will,
yes,
to help us
mannequins.
learn CPR.
Yeah.
And how did AERT come to be?
Well, I'll tell you what, unfortunately we have, in our family, we have a near drowning. My niece was 10 months old here in the valley, and she, unfortunately, she fell into an unfenced swimming pool at the babysitter's house while she was on the telephone.
She's still here, though.
Yes, she survived. We're blessed to still have her, thank goodness. But Kathy was underwater for just too long. And babysitter at the time didn't know CPR or didn't attempt to perform it. And
they say it happens just way too fast, and like you said, she was on the phone.
You bet, just
and
slipped away. She crawled out and opened Arcadia door and was not recognized.
And
she
so
left.
you have stepped up to, because this does not have to happen.
Not at all, absolutely. It's very preventable. Yes, accidents do happen, but we need to be aware of some steps, which is the first one, I am a firm believer, is touch supervision around any body of water. Toilet bowls, mop buckets,
you name
jacuzzis, swimming pools, you betcha. Touch supervision, not sitting from the couch, listening for splashes or what have you.
Okay, well then let's get right into it, because I think it's important that everybody knows how to do this. And so let's start with the baby.
Great.
Okay, so what's the first thing that we do?
First thing you want to do is remove them from the water, of course. First thing, get them out of that water. And then you need to activate, get 911. Multitask.
So call for help.
Call for help or get that 911. If you cannot call for 911, you want to treat this baby first before you go and activate 911.
Okay.
Ideally, we'd like you to multitask.
And hopefully there's somebody else is there that you can get them to help you. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we've pulled the baby out.
You've got 911 already been activated, and now you want to go ahead and you want to start with the 2 breaths. If it's a drowning, you want to start with 2 breaths.
Okay.
Why are they unconscious? Lack of oxygen, so we want to get that oxygen, so you want to start with 2 breaths.
Okay.
With a baby, we don't open their airway all the way back like we would an adult, like us. We need to open that airway all the way back. So we're just going to keep the head in the neutral position, and then when you give 2 breaths, you're going to put your mouth over the nose and mouth at the same time.
Both, okay.
Yeah, and you're going to deliver 2 cheek puffs of air, real small puffs, just like blowing out one birthday candle.
Do I do the compression first?
No, you're going to give the breaths first. If you think about it for a drowning, normally on CPR, on a normal CPR, you're going to give them the compressions first.
Okay.
But if you think about why is this person unconscious?
Lack of oxygen.
Lack of oxygen from the swimming pool or from the water, lack of oxygen, get them the oxygen.
Okay, so my mouth goes over the nose and mouth and 2 breaths.
You
okay,
betcha.
Ready?
2 slow breaths. Great.
Okay.
Perfect. 2 slow breaths. You saw the water go in. Now we want to get on that chest right away.
Right here?
Yes. You want to be a finger below the nipple line. So just with your fingertips, just get a finger below the nipple line. I'm going to go ahead and take your hands, put your fingers together, and you want to go about right here.
Oh, okay, so sideways.
Yeah,
okay.
Straight down.
And
you want to go about 1 inch to 1.5 inches down.
Oh, so go
you're
deep.
going deep. I'd rather you go pretty deep and just count out about 30 of those.
Okay.
Nice and fast.
Okay.
After 30, get right back to the 2 breaths.
Do I stop
After
the
you get
compression and then do the 2 breaths?
That's correct.
Okay, ready? So here we go.
You're doing great.
Am I? Okay.
And what you're doing right now is you're building muscle memory.
Got it.
God forbid a crisis for you, you're going to kind of kick into that autopilot and render aid. That's why it's so valuable to take a CPR class with
Absolutely.
this muscle memory.
So hopefully now hopefully the fire department is here, and hopefully the child is breathing on its own,
You got
or
it.
they have administered the AED.
Absolutely.
And the child's being cared for.
You bet, you bet. So you want to keep that nice rhythm of the compressions and the breaths, the compressions and the breaths.
Now, with an adult.
Now on the adult, It's going to be basically pretty much the same thing, the 30 compressions and 2 breaths, but we want to be sure that we open that airway. And their airway, or our airway, is important that we do pull the head all the way back. So you want to put one hand on the forehead and the other hand on the bony part of the chin.
Oh, okay.
And now when you pull that head back, you're stretching the tongue from the back of the throat.
Okay.
And that's opening the airway so you can deliver the 2 breaths.
Oh.
And now on this one, we're going to pinch the nose and we'll deliver 2 slow breaths.
2 slow breaths. Okay,
Yeah,
ready? Here we go.
Just enough to fill the lungs. Nice. Now we're going to give them those 30 compressions using the heel of your hand in the center of their chest. And I'm going to take your hand, if you don't mind.
Am I not doing it right?
It's okay, right? You want to go about right here, right on the sternum, nice
again,
and hard.
sideways.
You betcha. And if you want, I would recommend using 2 hands because you really want to go deep. I mean,
deep.
almost to the spine. You want to
Okay.
go at least 2 inches down.
Got it. And you know what, Jamie? I know we're running out of time, but you have an event coming up. Tell everybody about it. And I think this is so important that that so many of us go. So when is
Please,
it?
like
and what
you,
is it?
thank you for letting me have a chance to teach you this. We'd like to teach the community for no charge. It's going to be in Spanish and in English. We're doing an April Pools event coming up here at the, my goodness, is at the Sheridan Crescent.
1 to 3?
1 to 3 on Sunday. It is going to be on
April 27th.
April 27th, and we would love anyone,
keep going
children, adults, and come one, come all.
And if anybody wants more information, they can always go to ertcpr.com.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you. We'll be right back with more of the Morning Scramble.